Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Hbar, and once again, this is the one-day chart. We're still sitting here just below 5 cents. You know, Hbar is going to be a top performer in the next run. The reason I know that is because for the past year and a half, I showed you all the growth around Hbar. I showed you the ecosystem growing out at a very alarming rate, and we got no price movement along the way. Later, that value is going to be reflected in the price, and you better be holding this cryptocurrency when that happens. Right now, we are at a very low price, undervalued price on Hbar. Hedera has released an additional 41.08 million tokens from their maximum supply, bringing the total amount of released tokens to 66.98%. You know, people will FUD around this. They'll say, look, Hedera dumping on the investors once again. But the price literally moved by a fraction of a cent. In the future, when Hbar is sitting at a much higher price, you won't even notice when they release the tokens, because by then utility will have taken over. And we're going to see that happen inside of crypto. A massive network is forming, and a lot of people are overlooking it, like we see right here. So we're excited to welcome Mateko as our latest architect. The enterprise technology company will leverage the Archaea suite to offer smooth and reliable service on Hedera and to enhance operations and develop new functionalities. Who is Mateko? It's an enterprise technology company that enables financial and non-financial institutions to securely build their digital asset operations. Their platform enables digital asset agnostic custody, tokenization, staking, smart contract management, and more. And Ripple just acquired Mateko. They own Mateko. This brings Hedera and Ripple together once again. When servicing institutions, having reliable, secure, and efficient technology is imperative to earn the trust of your clients. Archaea's enterprise mirror node, equipped with 24/7 monitoring, dedicated bandwidth, and more, will help to enable operations at a high level. We're looking forward to enabling Mateko to collaborate with institutions that need to interact with the Hedera ecosystem. Whether it's custody of Hbar and other HTS tokens or managing staking and smart contracts, Archaea will be supporting underneath it all. But it doesn't end there. Ripple, Mateko, Archax, Hedera, ABRDN, connections upon connections. This is what I'm talking about. We're watching a massive network form all this time inside of crypto, but yet people don't see what's going to come next. Archax is a London-based digital securities exchange, which facilitates the regulated trading of blockchain-based assets. As you can hear in the clip, Head of Market Development noted that they are using Mateko, Ripple's newly acquired company, for segregating security solutions, aka custody. Archax has 3 arms: a regulated exchange, our multilateral trading facility, its tokenization engine for issuance, and a custody subsidiary based on technology from Mateko. As for the tokenization engine, they have tokenized the money market fund for ABRDN using Hedera. ABRDN is the first major UK asset manager to issue a tokenized security. In the future, we are going to see XRP and Hbar working side by side inside that new financial system. I always talk about 2 cryptocurrencies, XRP and Hbar, and I always point out how Hedera and Ripple are growing out and expanding all the time. It makes sense that they would come together at some point in the future, and that is happening right now. Flutterwave will be integrating Circle's USDC through a partnership with Hedera. Now, Circle can bring Hedera and Stellar together at some point in the future as well. We're going to have to wait and see what happens there. Everything Charles says needs to be moved off-chain is already on-chain on Hedera. And on top of all that, network is running at thousands of transactions per second without breaking a sweat. You can choose networks that can't perform like Cardano or Ethereum, or you can choose a network that works, Hedera. Now, in this video, Charles does not talk about Hedera or Hbar at all. But it is, you do got to point out a fact here. I think Hedera outperforms Cardano by far. And why would anyone choose to use a network that doesn't work properly in the future? I think as time goes on, we're going to see more and more companies choosing to work with Hedera. And I was a fan of ADA early on. I used to own it. I sold it all off. And part of the reason I sold it off, not that ADA was a bad cryptocurrency, it was the fact that Charles was always going off the rails all over Twitter. And I lost faith in the network. But that is just my personal opinion. Any blockchain is controlled by a group of people. Bitcoin is controlled by the group of 5 developers who developed it. Who are they? I don't know. It's also controlled by a group of 12 pools. This is coming from Dr. Lehman Baird. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, the maxis right now are all saying, wait until BlackRock gets here. It's going to be absolutely game-changing. Here's my opinion on that. Once BlackRock takes control of Bitcoin, it's going to be like investing in the stock market. It's going to be a system that is rigged against the retail investor. That's the future I see for Bitcoin once BlackRock takes control of the helm. However, when you look at Hedera, this is what you're dealing with. Blockchain is governed by a council of 29 large organizations around the world. Top 10 universities in the world. Fortune 500 companies like Google, IBM, LG. The oldest banks. The largest telecom companies in Europe. And one of the largest law firms in the world. Everyone has equal voting power on governance, which is on-chain. These are names you can trust and who have a reputation to protect. Now, as we go into the future, that right there should tell you to invest into this cryptocurrency. Because in my opinion, Hbar is going to be here for years to come. Bitcoin, I don't know what's going to happen around that in the future. I think it's still going to be with us, but it's going to be rigged against the retail investor. The only people that are going to make money on it are the big people. Like I'm talking BlackRock and Citadel. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. We're excited to see MTech, the modern central banking solution built on Hedera, partnering with the Bank of Ghana to launch the eCD Hackathon. Here, they'll enable fintechs and developers to design solutions that drive financial inclusion and various CBDC use cases. Like I said a few days ago, I knew this was going to be big as well for Hedera. This shows you that they're going to be tied to CBDCs in the future. And they're already tied to FedNow through Drop for micropayments as well. A fully compliant digital ID for thousands of financial institutions and their millions of customers built on Hedera. Bonafide Official and Bank Social IO are announcing a partnership to provide verified, a fully compliant multilateral ID verification solution for banks and credit unions that will provide consumers with secure banking beginning in 2024. Digital IDs are coming. I don't really like the idea of it, but I know that's what's going to happen in the future because even companies are going in that direction now. Didn't see any mainstream media attention on this, did you? Hedera, Chief of Policy, joined dozens of Web3 founders at the first Stand with Crypto Lobby Day on Capitol Hill, an unprecedented showcase of joint advocacy for blockchain and DLT. I like the idea of this Because, Washington here in the United States needs to wake up. Right now, they're still crushing out innovation. They're trying to crush crypto along the way. But you see, 12 million more Americans own crypto than use ride-sharing monthly. 5 times more Americans own crypto than electric vehicles. 20% of Americans own crypto. 22% of Democrats, 18% of Republicans, 22% of independents. And more people are jumping into crypto all the time because the current banking system is falling apart. And plus, at the same time, we have inflation rising like never before. People want to put their money to work for them. How do you do it? You pull it out of the savings account and get invested into crypto. But you need to invest in the right cryptocurrencies, such as Hbar. Samsung partners with IDEMIA to bring mobile driver's license to Samsung Wallet. Arizona and Iowa, first states to roll it out. And I think everything's moving into this direction because at some point everything is going to be on your phone in the future. Samsung Electronics America today announced it's bringing mobile driver's licenses and state IDs to Samsung Wallet. Arizona and Iowa will be the first states to offer a mobile version of its driver's license to their residents. The update expands the Samsung Wallet experience by adding a convenient and secure way to use state-issued IDs and driver's license with a Galaxy smartphone, including the new Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Z Fold 5 in early 2024. Like I said, everything is going digital. The Hedera mainnet has processed more than 22 billion mainnet transactions at transactions per second. The fast transactions per second can be attributed to the Hedera consensus service. And this is going to continue to expand out as well. We are going to crush 25 billion transactions by the end of this year. The Hashgraph reportedly struck a partnership with Hbar blockchain, a Web3 company based in Tunisia. Being Hedera's first partnership in the African region, the collaboration will work towards accelerating network adoption via various initiatives. And it's announcement after announcement around Hedera, yet absolutely no price movement happening. The time is coming, and you better be holding this cryptocurrency when the next run starts. Like I said, Hbar is going to be a top performer. Until then, we got to stay patient and stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.